Tottenham are out of the UEFA Champions League. Their first defeat of this season in the competition has come on the most vital day of all. And lads, your verdict, we were just mentioning it before the commercial break, your verdict was very much how did they lose that game? Didi, answer the question. How did they lose it?
Not sure. I think the manager will be gutted in the dressing room now. You're winning 1-0. You play against a team that likes to be ahead, is not very often behind. They've got a dreadful record coming from behind, partly down to the reason because at half-time they don't trail an awful lot, and they had to come out. Maybe they should have been a bit more cautious, play a bit more on the counter-attack. And I think they were in two minds in the second half because they didn't know whether to go for their second goal or sit back and just defend that 1-0 lead. And there wasn't really any danger up until the goal. But that's what you give him two chances, lapses of concentration for both goals, and you get punished. And we talked about it before, inexperience. I think today they paid for the inexperience. I think that was down to not knowing how to handle the situation, because if you've got an experienced team, they know what to do at the right time. In the second half, you never had the feeling that Spurs really know what to do, and I think they paid for the inexperience. They made, as I said, a couple of mistakes. They conceded the goals too easily, and once you are behind and need a goal against Juventus, you know that you're up against it, because they did it against Barcelona last season, where they didn't concede a goal in 2 games. So I wouldn't be too harsh on them after going 2-1 behind. But conceding them 2 goals in 3 minutes was key, and very disappointed, because I think at half-time I didn't see a way back for Juventus. Yeah,
very few people did, apart from Juventus fans. And like Damien, I suppose, look, you get up to 63 minutes until the first Juventus goal. Like up until that point, it was hard to see how Juve were going to get back into the game.
Yeah, we're in shock, so I'd say Spurs fans, every Spurs fan out there must be. They've just done a job on them. Spurs are going to have to, I guess, wait another year to kick on to that level we were talking about before the game. Reminds me a bit of last night. Madrid and Juve, that experience, that history, so to speak, and that nous, that know-how, and they turned over the new boys on the block, I suppose. It's just interesting, we touched on the game, the way they responded at, 2-0 down over in Turin. There was 170 minutes left and they'd, I guess, nothing to lose. Let's just have a crack at this. Whereas tonight that goal went in and there's 25 minutes left and all of a sudden they had absolutely everything to lose, and they looked absolutely rattled for me. The second goal went in straight after and it took them, 5-10 minutes to settle. And they just never really had calm in their play again after that. I was snatching at things. I know they hit the post last minute, but they just, listen, as you'd expect, I guess, but that's where that experience thing comes into it. But going forward, I'd only back one team. I know we bigged them up before the game, but I'm still backing it for me to hang me hat, so to speak, on someone. I think Spurs are still the better team. They were dominated more or less over the 2 legs. And going forward, hopefully Pochettino stays around. I still think there's only one team to back. I think Juve are on the wane.
But they've still come away with a remarkable result.
Well, that's what we're talking about in Madrid last night. And I just think, like I said, experience goes a long way, and I think a lot of that goes down to tonight as well.